Chipper Cola is proud to present another blood-chilling, heart-pounding, mind-bending thrill ride in The Furthering Affairs of Huntington P. Woolrich. Brought to you by Cleveland, Ohio's own Goldmine Players radio troupe featuring the incomparable Bartleby Tompkins. Do you suffer from occasional mild heartburn, indigestion, queasiness, anxiety, dehydration, forgetfulness, toothaches, or dry mouth? If so, then try Chipper Cola, the only carbonated soda guaranteed to relieve your discomforts with a crisp, refreshing cola taste that will leave your mouth feeling bright and lively. Chipper Cola, available at finer drugstore soda fountains. And now, part 4 of The Dead Stay Dead No Longer.
Hello, Hunt. Long time no see.
Oh, my God. Ava? But you're...
Dead? As far as the world outside this room is concerned, you're right. I am 6 months dead today, I believe.
Ava, what's going on? What happened?
What happened is a bizarre set of circumstances and an ugly graft that's turned to muck. We're all in it deep, Hunt, including you.
I mean, what the devil happened to you? If you weren't killed...
Calm down, Mr. Woolrich, please. Ava will explain everything to you.
Can it, Doc? I'll get back to you later. Come on, Ava, start talking, because I need some answers fast. I think you owe me that. At least, after making me believe you were 6 feet under.
I suppose I owe a lot of people a lot of things, Hunt. But for now, you're going to have to be satisfied with half-truths. I've never lied to you, darling, but I can't promise to tell you everything.
As if that's anything new. But I'll take what I can get. For starters, where have you been for the past 6 months, if not in a pine box?
She's been here with me the entire time, Mr. Woolrich.
Doc, when I want to hear your gums flap, I promise you'll know it. Until then, you can keep quiet.
He's on the level, Hunt. I've been here day and night since I supposedly bit it. I wouldn't be a very convincing dead person if I was seen walking about.
Fine. Next question. Why did you do it?
The short version is Dr. Nordlinger and Mr. Traxton used to be close friends. Nordlinger is a research scientist whose work is of great interest to Traxton. Being the wealthy mogul that he is, Traxton fed a lot of dough to Nordlinger and eventually became his sole financier. Now Traxton wants to see a return on his investment and is determined to find a way to make a profit, regardless of the realities of the situation.
And what realities are those?
Simply that Dr. Nordlinger needs more time to complete his work, but Traxton has run out of patience.
Great, but what do you have to do with all this?
Traxton felt he needed to keep a close eye on the good doctor, so he hired me to spy on him.
Sounds like we might have to cut this reunion short.
Check the window, please, Mr. Woolrich.
It's the fuzz, all right. Somebody must have tipped them off as to where I'd gone. I see 4 squads, plus a 5th car, unmarked. Might be civilian.
It's Traxton.
Quiet. I can't tell who it is. It could just be a fly cop. They've got the front totally covered. Doc, is there a back way out?
Yes, through the door at the end of the hall.
Come on, Ava. And you too, Doc. We're all checking out.
Where are we going? Do you have a car?
I'll take care of the car problem in a minute. As to where we go, it doesn't matter as long as it's away from the coppers.
I have a car hidden in a garage near here. We can cut through the alley.
Why on earth didn't you say so before? Lead the way.
You call this a car?
Doc, this piece looks older than you do. You sure it'll run?
I hope so. I admit I haven't used it in ages.
Shh, get down. There's a police car in the alley. We'll wait for him to pass.
This is Car 6. I'm checking out the alley behind the main building.
Copy, 6. Use caution. Suspect is armed and dangerous.
Again with the rotten luck. This just ain't my night.
He's coming this way.
Well, we've got no choice now. Everybody in the doc's car. Pile of junk, let's go.
Oh, dear, I should have known.
Hey, you in the garage, come out with your hands up!
Now we're cornered. What now, Hunt?
Stay here, I'll be right back.
You're not going to...
Hunt!
Hold it right there!
Sorry about that, rookie, but I need your wheels. Come on, Ava, Doc. We got our ride. Now it's time to roll.
My goodness, Mr. Woolrich. Assaulting a policeman and taking his vehicle, I'm sure that's illegal.
Standard procedure for me tonight. You coming or not?
Of course he's coming. Get in the car, Nordlinger.
But
Now!
I always love it when you take charge, Ava.
Look out, Hunt!
Relax, Ava. If I can play chicken with a locomotive, I can dodge a few fuzz boxes.
That was too close. Nice driving, Hunt.
I've had a lot of practice with that recently.
All this excitement is wrecking my nerves. I need a drink.
Buck up a little, Doc. This night ain't over yet.
Before we do anything else, I want some more answers.
All right, Hunt. I guess you've earned a few explanations.
I'll be satisfied with one explanation. The truth. There's no way you can be in this car and still be working for Traxton. So out with it. What have you been doing all this time and why?
You're right, Hunt. It's just that...
Please, Ava, let me take this one. Perhaps I can satisfy Mr. Woolrich's hunger for information.
All right, Doc. I'm listening.
I think it might be easiest if I just show you what this is all about.
You mean you work? I'm not a scientist, Doc. I'm just a guy in a messy situation.
No, Mr. Woolrich. You're a detective. You always have been. Detectives are interested in facts, am I right?
Whatever you say, Doc. I just want to see this thing over.
Then I suggest we drive to Metroville Metals Incorporated.
But that's Traxton's company. Not sure I just want to waltz into the den of the lion I'm trying to get away from. And shouldn't you be feeling the same way?
I think he's right, Hunt. We should go there immediately.
How are we going to get in there? It's the middle of the night.
I used to do some of my work there. I still have a set of keys.
Good thing your keys still work, Doc.
This place is enormous. Gives me the creeps.
We need to get to the level below Traxton's office. There are some industrial research facilities down there, used for development of new alloys and so forth. Entirely inadequate for my kind of work, of course, though Traxton did try to accommodate me for a time.
Care to explain what exactly we're doing here, and why?
Be patient, Hunt. We'll soon find out.
Ah, here we are at last. Mr. Woolrich, please give me a hand with this door. It's rather heavy.
Sure thing, Doc.
Ah, yes, it's right in here.
Wow, this place is incredible.
This is quite an operation Traxton has going on here. All these machines and gadgets must have cost millions.
Quite right, Mr. Woolrich. Traxton's interests go well beyond corrugated metals, as you no doubt have guessed.
I wonder where Traxton is hiding that special container.
I'm wondering a lot of things myself. Ava, you said Traxton hired you to spy on Nordlinger. How did he decide that you were the right person for the job?
That's easy. Traxton knew the doctor spent many evenings at Clausen's nightclub where I used to dance. I simply became a little extra friendly with the doc.
So, you started spying on Nordlinger, but that couldn't have lasted long. You quickly learned the doc was doing something important, and Traxton, being the self-centered creep he is, wasn't hard to betray. Or maybe there was still some money that Traxton was holding out on. But something must have happened along the way to make Traxton suspicious of the turn. And since he's connected to half the town, it wouldn't have taken long for him to learn everything. Nordlinger could drop out of public life without raising too many questions. People would just assume he was deep into his research. But you, Ava, you were too much in the public eye to just disappear. The only way for you to get out quick was to fake your own death.
Really, Mr. Woolrich, you're making far too many presumptions for a man who's seeking the truth. Who said anything about Ava faking her death?
What are you talking about, Doc?
Ava volunteered to be a subject in my experiment. We were simply seeking to prove a theory of mine. A totally revolutionary idea, I may add.
And it worked.
Yes, it worked. Ava knew my work had begun to stall, and she knew that Traxton would never understand or accept such delays for long. So she selflessly volunteered to do what was so desperately needed, to push my work to a final solution.
Ah, that's a good story.
Traxton!
It's too bad your talent for lying far surpasses your abilities as a researcher, Dr. Nordlinger.
Should we kill him now, Mr. Traxton?
No, not yet. I want to get another look at my sweet Ava. Ah, there she is.
You stay away from me, old man.
It's okay, Ava. I've got you. What are you talking about, Traxton?
Oh, our good doctor here is a fake.
Good show, Traxton. It only took you 15 years to figure that out.
Doc, what are you doing? Where did you get that gun?
Drop the iron, Skinny, or I'll write your epitaph with my Chicago typewriter.
Not before I send you to the cleaners with one shot between the eyes, bub.
You are all fools!
Hunt! Get down!
Ava, what are you doing?
That concludes tonight's episode of The Furthering Affairs of Huntington P. Woolrich, brought to you by Chipper Cola. Tune in next week for the dramatic concluding episode. Good night.